Welcome back. Here with us now is a man who survived the shooting from the front row of the VIP section of that fateful Las Vegas concert back in October. Brian Claypool joins us now. He's also an attorney assisting dozens of survivors and victims' families in their search for answers. Brian, to be back here in Las Vegas, the second time I've been here since the shooting, I thought by this time I'd have more answers to report on. But every time we get a new piece of information, it seems to raise another question. What is the burning question in your mind now that we hear that there may be charges, more charges in this case?
Well, Laura, thanks for having me, by the way. And to let you know, this is my first day back in Las Vegas since being a survivor of the shooting. And I had a meeting out here today on the Vegas shooting case. And I got to tell you, when I got off the plane, I was walking toward the exit of the airport, and I saw the Mandalay Bay right out the window. And I had two feelings that came to me. I had anxiety, and then the second feeling was anger. And I speak for all those survivors out there and all those family members who lost loved ones in this shooting. Here's what we want to know. We want to know why the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, why the FBI, in concert with the MGM and Mandalay Bay, are scripting a narrative that this is just a lone wolf shooting, that this is just some 64-year-old or however old this dude was, Paddock, some depressed guy that wanted to do a mass shooting. We know for a fact that's likely not to be the case. But you hit the nail on the head earlier. Greed in this shooting eclipses public safety. And we want answers why the MGM and Mandalay Bay did not better prepare for this mass shooting. Because remember, you talked about this before. In May of last year, there was a credible report of a potential ISIS attack in Vegas. So this was no fictional event that was going to happen. And I know we're going to find out in discovery in this case that the Metropolitan PD and Sheriff Lombardo met with these casinos to make sure they had some kind of plans in place to prevent a mass shooting.
A friend of mine messaged me when he knew I was doing this segment, who was also there that night. And he said, and you can confirm this, that when finally they allowed people to leave the vicinity, the ones who didn't already get out, they didn't check anyone who was leaving. So the police actually didn't, there was no check of, sometimes people blend in with the crowd. Obviously, this guy was on the, multiple floors up, but even that was odd here. And we're almost out of time, Laura, so just final thoughts from you.
Yeah, Laura, let me just tell you this.
20 seconds.
I was in the Mandalay Bay. I stayed there. I was on the 26th floor. Let me tell you how bad the security was. The day after the shooting, I finally went to try to get back in my room, and there was finally a security guard there. He didn't even ask me for any ID. I just went right up to my room again.
I'm sorry I have to cut you off, but unbelievable story. Well, can I stay on this? We're not letting it go.